Yes, for episode 9.
Episode 9. Next episode.
It's we have to both each shotgun a 2 fit aids each. So 4 fit aids total. We have the shotgun.
Oh, it's gonna put me out of ketosis. Oh, that's all right. Next day I'll be back in.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just do one then, so it's not as harsh. We'll each do one.
Or you know what I'll just do is I'll just do 2 and then I'll go purge.
Yeah, there's that. Maybe you just throw up from the shotgun. But then also we have to eat split a can of sardines.
Now that I'm not. Welcome to the Gas Station Cappuccino.
Episode 8.
Episode 8 by Caffeine and Kilos. I am Danny Lehr, Dean Saddoris here by my side.
Here we are.
Saddled up.
Strapped in.
So we recorded these a couple weeks ahead of time. The last episode to release, episode 4. And a lot of positive feedback. So if you have not listened to episode 4, like maybe you started listening after that, so I know that we would suggest that. I was gonna say, and if you're interested in
starting to catch our flow around episode 4, huh?
Episode 4, that's what they say. Should we give a little teaser what happens in episode 4 in case someone didn't listen to it, or should we just
might as well
leave it at that?
I don't even know what we talked about.
Well, we talked about how to gaining weight.
Ah, yes.
The chicken deal. Someone actually sent me a message on Instagram.
The whole chicken method.
They sent me a picture. Like they were like in Rayleigh's or whatever. A picture of all the rotisserie chickens on the warmer.
Oh,
and
man.
They said, dude, 2018 weight gain.
Dude,
time to gain it.
All that tells me is that I'm going to start having people do ridiculous things because we said it on the podcast, and they're going to take it as fact.
Well, that is a real thing. And I told him, I said, yeah, dude, do it. And he goes, bro, I've been on this whole chicken a day train. He's like, I've been on the weight gain. I've been pounding chicken a day for lunch for the last 2 months.
That's funny. That's good.
So it's not just it. I thought it was just me. But it's a thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to share the turkey shit shot of in the morning. Like a shot glass full. Turkey shit.
Turkey shit.
Yeah, you just take a shot of turkey shit every day, and you can PR your snatch by 40 kilos in a month.
I heard.
It's a fact.
Yeah, man. If hey, when you're on it, if you follow that advice, make sure you reach out to us.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, some people might think it's hard to find turkey shit, but it's pretty simple. Obviously, you're not committed if you're not willing to go buy a damn live turkey.
I mean, most Bel Air Rayleigh's has it.
Well, I think it'd be better.
It's in the organic food section.
You actually buy a live turkey.
Yeah, or you can just house one.
Just house a turkey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like you get an egg or you get chickens to get your own eggs, or maybe if you live out in the country, you get like some goats or something for milk. You just get a turkey. That way you can just harvest that turkey shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? That's a milk cow. Oh, that's a shit turkey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What you got? What kind of turkeys you use for your shit turkey? That's the whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Better quality from different turkeys. It's a whole thing.
And you feed them different stuff. What do you feed if you want the highest quality turkey shit that you're gonna PR your snatch after drinking every morning? What do you feed that turkey?
Oh, easy. Other turkeys.
Ah, yeah. See, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. You get the whole recycle. You get the whole cycle of life.
Right. So you really need every every month you buy new turkeys, and then that way you constantly have a next one to feed the other ones.
When one passes away, you just throw it in the room with the other one.
And just let him go?
And just let him eat at it.
A lot of people might get really upset by this, but I'm going to start by saying that dogfighting is terrible. All right, way against it, the whole dogfighting thing. But this is what might upset some people, and I'm just going to say it anyway, is cockfighting. I don't have any sort of moral thing against it.
Well, it's because it's not a domesticated animal.
And now my neighbor has chickens, you know what I mean? Like I'll catch the chickens and pet whatever. Like it's not like I don't like chickens, but I feel like they're chickens.
Oh, well, I put it this way. I'm 100% comfortable of saying that if I'm in Mexico and I walk by an arena
and there's a cockfight going on,
where there's cockfighting going on, I'm walking in there with 350 fucking pesos and I'm throwing some cash down.
The whole $3.
Yes.
Hey, now see, people, we might catch some hate for this, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm with you. Not really.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge other cultures.
Yeah, and here's the thing, is I don't, I'm not saying I necessarily want to watch the cockfight. Like, I don't really, like, get off on that. But I'll tell you what I do love is gambling.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm talking from a strictly gambling standpoint.
Just to, like, yeah, exactly. Like, I may not even really want to watch the whole thing, except for, you got money riding on one, you probably get into it. It would be like when we went to the wrestling match, WWE. I don't know shit about any of the characters. I won't know any of the chickens. I knew a few of the WWE people. That's why I went to watch. They support us, go to support them. But all the other people, I really kind of didn't know. So I'm there, and I don't know what's going on. But then all of a sudden, I find myself in the chants. I'm watching. Next thing you know, I'm over here. 7, 8, 9. We're in it.
Yeah.
Woo! Yelling, freaking out. And so I think that might be the same thing. I go in there, play some bets on some chickens, and I'm not really gonna watch. I don't really care about it. Next thing I know, I'm probably just screaming, cash in hand, just one of the hooligans.
Yeah. Well, no, it's probably one of those experiences, like, let's say, like, if you went to Mexico or something, you went to, like, a donkey show. Sounds like a great idea before you go in, and then you just leave, and you're kind of like, oh, man, I wish I did not go in there and see that.
Kind of feel bad for the horse.
This actually was way more literal than I really expected.
What's that movie? And he goes, oh, donkey show. Felt bad for the girl. Kind of felt bad for the horse.
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Things like Seth Rogen.
I can't remember. I think it was something like that.
It probably is. You'd probably be in the throws bit at the cockfight, like, and then you'd leave, and then like later that day you'd just be like,
oh man, that was kind of fucked up.
What was that?
Yeah. Dude, that was aggressive. There was a lot of blood.
Dude.
But yeah, anyways.
Okay, so I'm changing gears on you a little. In fact, like completely change gears on you here. On a previous episode, I had mentioned kind of in passing, just kind of dropped the whole like, oh yeah, got a vasectomy 2 days ago, right? Well, so what I didn't do is get into the story too much, and it's weird, people don't talk about it. There's a lot of things in life people just kind of don't talk about for whatever reason. Vasectomy is one of them. But then what happens is you start telling people that you're going to have one or you just had one, and like every male I know that's over the age of like 35 has had a vasectomy.
It's a pretty common thing.
It was, dude, like I said, I was at this party the other night, little dinner party, and there's like 5 couples there, and every single one of the guys are like, oh yeah, let me tell my story. And everyone's got a story, and they're all different. And so I heard all this like horror stuff. Guy goes like, hey man, like, it's weird, like, just make sure you shave. I'm talking like eggs. He goes, I go in there, and they said, I thought I shaved. They're like, no, it's not good enough. These 2 female, like, nurses or physician's assistants, these 2 women are, like, reshaving my nuts. I don't know why it took 2 of them. You know what I mean? Maybe this guy's, I don't know.
Well, one to watch and laugh, and one to
yeah,
actually do it.
Must be it. And so he's like, I don't know, it was like 0 degrees in there, and what the iodine did, but it was like inverted. Right? I'm like, oh, man.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I was like, oh, dude, that doesn't sound too pleasant. So I show up to the doctor and just kind of see what's going on. I think I mentioned last time Dr. Wiener. Shout out Dr. Wiener. Manteca does vasectomies. That's a real thing.
I think he changed his name just because of his profession.
Maybe. Good move. So I go in there. He's like, yeah, come on back. And then there's no one else in the room, just me and him. He goes, lay down on the table. I was like, well, where's the gown at? You know what I mean? Do I need a gown? He goes, no, just like that. Fully dressed, lie down on the table.
The whole gown thing is silly anyways.
The whole gown thing's silly, but I don't know, I'm going to an operation. Like, there's going to be, like, he's going to cut open my scrotum and, like, do some stuff. I don't know if there's blood or what's going on, you know? He's like, just lay down your clothes.
All that tells me is that now your pants have a story.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, these are my vasectomy pants.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. These are my vasectomy pants.
I was wearing these exact ones. Yeah. He's like, oh, pull your pants out on the table, and then he goes to give me an injection, right? A little morphine injection, and he does local also, but does a morphine injection. He just takes a rubber glove out and ties it around my bicep. He goes, that'll work as a tourniquet right there.
That'll do.
That'll do. He goes, no, his exact words here, he goes, works like a charm.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it?
I don't know. And again, what's wrong with that? Not, like, if he just had a strip of, you know, whatever,
the same material
or glove material,
shape.
or just a glove material, yeah. And, like, did that, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. So why is it weird? I was like, oh, all right. Like, sounds good. And then he gives the injection, puts a little gauze over it, and then just pulls my sleeve over the gauze. Goes, that'll hold that in place right there.
I'll tell you one thing. This sounds like this doctor's office doesn't have much overhead.
I'm telling you what. I said, you could have done this shit in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, when's your appointment? Tuesday, the corner of... You go, oh, the corner? Is that where the office is located? No. Like, meet me on the corner
by the
of
stop.
Moffett and May.
By the crosswalk.
By the crosswalk.
Yeah.
In fact, we're actually going to do this in the gutter.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and lay down in the gutter there.
Yeah.
You want me to change? No, fully dressed.
You're good.
Go ahead and pop it down there.
Just watch out for that other syringe. That's not mine.
That's from the last guy.
That's not mine.
So he does that whole thing. Then I don't remember anything else. Totally out of it. As high as I got in the morphine. And then, and something else. Gave me something else. I don't remember what it's called. Where it's like you don't remember stuff. It's kind of scary. It's like awake sedation.
Yeah.
And so that whole thing, next thing I know, they're like, all right, time to get off the table. I'm like, oh, all right. And so I just think this whole...
How do they time the drug
effectiveness? I don't know.
Or do they give you some kind of counter drug?
Well, I don't know. When I first got off the table, I was pretty wobbly though, I'll tell you that. Like through the hallway and even like out to the car, things were pretty sketchy. Mm-hmm. Like kind of like I could walk, but like, you know, if you don't mind me bumping into stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like kind of guided walking along. Mm-hmm. So then I get home and, okay, oh man, I gotta go.
But you drove home.
Yeah. So I drive, you know, Jessica, had some text to send out, so I don't want her texting and driving.
Well, she had to finish the Netflix video she was
exactly.
watching while you were in operation.
She was actually pissed. They come out, she's like, that's like 15 minutes. She brought a book to read. She's like, got like 2 pages in. And like, she's like, what the hell, you know? That's it. So we get out there. Okay, so I get home. I need to go to the bathroom. And so I don't know what's going on down there. What kind of bandaging, I have no idea, right? Mm-hmm. So I walk, Aaron, have I told you this part?
No.
Dude. So I go in the bathroom and pull my pants down to urinate. And I look down and there's just one sheet of gauze. It's like a 3x5 card.
Yeah.
Like a sheet of gauze the size of a 3x5 card.
Yeah.
With a hole in it that my dick's sticking through. That's it. Like literally, it's like you took like
a dick bib.
Like a dick bib.
Yeah.
There's a bib.
Yeah.
There's a dick bib.
Yeah.
It blew my... I just looked down, I was like, huh. Right, and I'm still like a little out of it, you know, whatever. Like,
hallucination.
I'm not really sure what's going on there. So that it appears, whatever, but I don't really, like, all right. And that's that. Lay back in bed. Couple hours later, get up to go to the bathroom again. And I'm like, well, this is silly. Like, what do we do? Just like, I don't like dribble on this thing. And then it like soaks it up and like urine all over my stitches. That's probably not good, whatever.
Yeah, you don't want urine on your dick bib.
No.
Never a good idea.
No, it's an issue.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so I like take it off. And then, anyway, I'm telling my wife, I'm like, oh yeah, I took the little piece of gauze off. That's like, a little piece of gauze, took it off, whatever. And she goes, it says to leave the bandage on until the next day. I said, well, now here's the thing about that. One, I didn't know that. Second, is that really qualifies as a bandage? Like there's no adhesion anywhere. It was like if you took I described it a couple times, pretty clear, but it's like, imagine like a 3x5 card, like that big, but gauze material, just a hole in the middle of it, and it's okay, I'll just kind of
put
like
a single ply of toilet paper.
Put this right through here, and, and there you go.
Yeah, that works.
But I'll tell you what, held in place. The stitches were covered by the gauze, so if there's any like bleeding or whatever, like stitches, like oozing, like right on the gauze, no big deal.
Maybe Dr. Wiener should change his name to Dr. MacGyver.
No shit. I don't think he used a single piece of adhesive in the entire thing.
Adhesive? What's that?
Well, yeah. Hey, Doc, need some tape?
We'll see.
Well,
try something first. He probably just has little...
That'll work.
He probably just has little, experiments with all of his different clients to see, how can I save as much money possible on buying adhesive products around this office?
Dude, I was cracking up. And then I was thinking, now, is this bad? Would I have been calmer or would it have been worse if I was, in this, OR type environment with, nurses shaving my nuts and, the whole nine? And I realized, no, this is actually exactly what you want. I was kind of nervous going into it, obviously. I've never got my sap cut open before by somebody, Mm-hmm. And then immediately when he's just like, I'll use a glove here, works like a charm. Oh yeah, that'll do. I was calmer. I was like, this guy's done thousands. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He's done this 1,000 times.
Yeah, I would be more confident with a guy like that.
He's going through the motions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It shows confidence.
Shows confidence. Yeah.
And experience.
Yeah. Dude, anyway. That's just a little story.
If he was just trembling with like the regular kind of go-to ways, that would be a lot more alarming.
Dude.
Than just somebody be like, this will work.
Man.
That's great.
Yeah, so anyway, a little story there. And I tell you, best part about The Office, other than the fact the guy did vasectomy and his name's Dr. Wiener, is there's a magic 8-ball, the old magic 8-balls you shake.
Oh yeah, a little fortune.
And on the top it says, do you need your insurance card? I thought, okay, I kind of see something's going on here, like they rig it, whatever. Anyway, roll it up, flip it over, thinking it's going to have like a rigged dice in there. No, there's just a piece of paper taped to the bottom that says yes.
It wasn't even like
I shook it and everything. Because I grabbed it, I was like, I was kind of seeing it. I shake it up, I flip it over, and there's a taped piece of paper.
Why?
It was funny. I laughed.
It was funny, yeah.
I checked it, I was like, that's pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah, man.
They probably got everybody to check it to have their insurance card ready.
Yeah, I guess so.
Great social experiment.
Dude. Hey, last week we were talking about, or last couple weeks, we talked about diet and nutrition. We gave the nutrition advice, basically just eat like meat and vegetables and cook them in healthy fats.
Yeah, not eat like an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
More often
Yeah.
than eating good.
I also made the announcement, my wife announced that she's going to do lazy keto, which actually is not a thing. So she is actually doing what she knows about diet. So she's doing real, like...
This has nothing to do with her as an intelligence standpoint. It was just, that's why I made it so funny.
Yeah, because
she is smart.
someone else called it that, and so she just called it that because other people were calling it that, and then I was like, that's ridiculous. Anyway, so, and I told her too, because she's actually has been listening. And, yeah. And so I was like, hey, by the way, I know you listened to a few of these.
We talked about lazy keto.
I made fun before it. So anyway, I made
more fun of the entire concept.
Just the concept of it.
Yeah. She just happened to say it.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, well, other people call it that. And I said, yeah. Okay, so anyway, I decided I'm doing it.
Oh, so you're going to start doing lazy keto.
I'm doing keto. Well, real keto.
Oh, you did this before?
I've done it before. I've done it like 6 months at a shot, or like I've done it before. Mm-hmm. And I actually don't mind it. I function pretty well off it because most of the time I eat relatively low carb anyway. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like, it's just more fats, and we always have meats and vegetables pretty much in the house anyway. So it's not a huge deal. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I'm like, well, you know what? She's doing it. I might as well just do it. Why not?
So does keto, you can still have vegetables.
Oh, you can still have vegetables.
Carbohydrates from vegetables.
Mm-hmm. You got to be careful, though. Like, you don't want to have...
Not have potatoes.
Right, you don't want potatoes. And then you have to be kind of careful. Some things, like, for example, like carrots. Like, a little bit of carrot is fine, but if you just eat, like, this big-ass dish full of carrots...
A lot of sugar in carrots.
There's a lot of sugar in there, right. So, if you have... It's a few, whatever. Some here and there is fine, but you just don't want to eat a bunch of them. But most, like, your green vegetables, leafy vegetables, that type of stuff.
Yeah,
broccolis, that's all good.
There it is.
So after talking shit on it for a couple episodes and saying how, I just eat meat and vegetables and health, and basically that's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting down on the...
Well, we also kind of talked about it depends on what your goals are.
Right.
Your goals aren't to survive 9 weightlifting sessions a week right now, so like you can do keto.
It's just kind of like, you know what, she's doing it, so I might as well just do it too. Mm-hmm. Like basically I'm going to, like I would just eat whatever she cooks, but instead of just adding in extra carbs, why don't I just eat whatever she cooks, and then and then just follow it the other meals of the day also, and then just not worry about it, roll with it.
It probably wouldn't even be that hard, honestly.
No, it's really not that far from what I do already. Yeah. But benefit of it, and this is actually...
It's the junk food snacks that if you have around, that makes it hard. But if they're not around...
Yeah.
The only thing is I think that I would struggle with is I like to snack.
Yeah.
And like, what do? You got to make a whole meal from scratch to follow the diet if you want to snack.
Well, you find things you can snack on. Like nuts are usually okay, but there is some carbs, you got to be careful not too much. But if you know, like, I'm good with half a cup of whatever.
So what is the carb limit to avoid... to stay in ketosis?
Well, that's by person, but it's about, for most people, it's like a 35 to 50.
So you're allowed to have 35 to 50 a day.
And some people...
That's actually a decent amount.
Some people
if you're not eating potato chips.
No, some people track net carbs, which is carbs minus fiber. But I think that's like... Now you're just tracking another thing. Like, instead of saying, like, 30 net carbs or 35 net carbs, just go 50 overall, and you're good. But then, I've done 50, but then after a while, I'm not in ketosis anymore. But if I drop down to 35, then I'm, like, always solid.
So how do you check that?
just track what I eat for a day or two. Oh, if I'm in ketosis?
Yeah.
Well, they have the sticks you pee on, actually.
Oh.
But sometimes you can just tell if you're used to doing it. You can feel it a little bit. And then also, it's kind of funny, but I actually noticed my urine smells different.
Like
after eating asparagus.
So it always smells like that.
Well, yeah, I think so, but I don't notice it. It's like one time I'll go pee and I'll smell what, because I recognize it because I've done it before. I'll be like, oh, I'm in ketosis. Like my piss smells like ketosis piss, right? But then I might notice it for like another like couple times, another couple days, and then you just kind of don't notice anymore. You know, I think maybe it's not as strong once you get past that point, or you just kind of don't even like note. It's not something different, so you don't notice it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's usually how I tell. But there's also the sticks too. So anyway,
Well, you just gotta buy the sticks on Amazon or something.
just buy them on Amazon, or if your neighbor's a vet, a dairy vet, then they have them because they test the cows. Because they don't want the cows being ketosis.
Okay.
Because then they're burning their own fat, which you don't want them to do.
Yeah, because that's burning flavor.
Burning flavor. Or if they're dairy cows, you want them to like produce good milk. So you want to keep them burning carbs, not their own fat.
Interesting.
Yeah, the more you know.
Yeah, that is cool.
Dude, so Keto Town. Here we come.
Keto Town, ketosis. Next stop, ketosis.
Population 2, me and my wife.
Dude. Well, Maddie, she almost isn't ketosis then.
No? Well...
She still gets to eat her finger foods that she likes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks. I do call them fish sticks a lot of times.
Just throw it fast. Fast.
Oh, yeah. Because she doesn't know anyway, and I think it's funny. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, you can eat those fish sticks?
That South Park episode is so good.
Oh, yeah. You can totally get away with it just all the time.
Oh, yeah, I love fish sticks.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's good. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm not on necessarily a plan right now. It's nutrition. I'm just trying to eat as much as I can.
Right.
Lately.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, as long as I'm getting enough right now. But I just need to go get a damn barbecue. Because I feel like I just hate cooking things in the oven.
Yeah.
And like I do a lot of, pan on stovetop. I got the skillet. I do skillet or I'll do that. But I just prefer the taste of the barbecue so much more.
Use propane or you go charcoal?
I go propane.
Yeah.
But I had one that was like a propane, but it was like set up like a charcoal with like the grill and everything.
Yeah.
And I really liked that one, but it got all messed up, so I had to buy a new one. Ever since I haven't bought a new one, I've been like stopped like eating like better. You know what I'm saying?
I did this classic thing that I think a lot of guys do. You get a house and you're like, oh, I'll get a barbecue. You go, dude, if I'm gonna barbecue, I'm doing the real deal. Like I'm getting a charcoal grill because I want that charcoal taste.
Such a pain in the ass.
And you get it and you do it and you use it for a couple years and then something goes wrong, whatever, you need a new barbecue. You go, let's look at these propane options.
Exactly.
So what happens is you don't use it that much because you got to deal with going out there and starting and the whole nine.
Yeah, you got to deal with keeping the flames at the right level.
The flames the right level.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Does it taste better? Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Maybe.
Does it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if you're cooking on charcoal, you say it does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it really comes down to it,
I'm not going out of my way to use this charcoal and not say it tastes better.
That's right. I got a question. I actually need your advice, Dean. I want to know, what would Dean Saddoris do? This morning, I had that thought. I thought, man, I wonder what Dean would do in this situation.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Taylor, my dog, take him into the groomers. Okay? So I walk in
For
there.
a nail trim or a hair trim?
Both.
Double up.
Double
Okay.
up.
The whole treatment.
The whole treatment. Right? I'm talking they do the haircut, nails, anal glands.
Oh, they squeeze the butthole.
Squeeze the anal gland. It's the full thing. Right? So, take him in there. And,
which is a weird thing.
It's a weird thing that you have to do that. Like, what happens in the wild?
It's because it's not a necessity, it's a privilege. It's not a necessity. I mean, does it help them? Probably make them feel better? Probably. Yeah. But obviously, like, that is a man-made problem.
If you know about dogs, like if you're a vet or just have dog knowledge and about the whole, like what happens in the wild. Maybe in the wild,
they scratch their butt on the ground.
They scratch their butt on the ground, and so it doesn't get clogged up.
Honestly, we need to go to Australia, and we need to hang around a pack of stray dogs by the beach for a couple weeks and just study and see what happens.
Email podcast at Caffeine Kilos if you know the real answer to that. Stray dogs or wolves.
Yeah. Maybe they just bite each other's buttholes.
They just like, they take care of each other's glands.
Yeah.
Just right into the squeeze it, right into the...
Hey, Bill, can you give me a gland squeeze?
Hey.
All right.
Hey, all right, man.
You gotta do me next.
All right, yeah, line it up. It's like the dog version of the human centipede.
Yeah. But more for...
Gland.
More for hygiene.
More for hygiene.
Not for sick, twisted science.
There's not some sick, twisted...
scientific
wolf.
experiment.
It's not. Right. So I walk in there to get it done. I got the dog. And right as I'm going in, now the place opens like 8:30 and it's like 8:25, a little early. I'm going in, this guy's leaving right before me. So the door's kind of still open, so I walk in, no one's behind the counter. Now I know technically you're not supposed to go till 8:30, it's like 8:25, 8:27, but so I'm like, okay, they're probably like cleaning up and back, getting ready for the day. So I just kind of stand there patiently waiting, thinking someone's bound to come up any minute because people have appointments at 8:30, right? No one's coming back. Next thing I know, it's been like 2-3 minutes. Which when you're just standing there waiting,
it's a long time.
That's a long time, just like kind of standing there not knowing what's
getting
going on.
acknowledgement.
No acknowledgement.
That you're even there.
Right, exactly. And I hear someone doing stuff in the back, like they're obviously working, so I'm like, okay, so what do? Do I just kind of like make some racket? Do I like holler? Just like, hey, somebody back there? Hey, order up!
Is it past, at this point, is it past 8:30?
It's like 8:29.
Okay.
Around the cusp. So that's the thing too, I'm like, do I wait till 8:30, whatever? Kind of tired of standing here. And then, or I look back at the door and I notice that I think there's like a little bell on it or a little thing up top that didn't sound because the guy, like I came in, the door was open when I went in there, right? And so there was no like movement of that thing. So do I go back, open and close the door? And I can even kind of close it kind of hard so they hear it, right? Because then I get the noise thing and the door chime. Assuming there's a chime in back. I'm guessing that when you open it, it makes a little noise in back. Because I see like a little thing on top. So do I say, anybody here? Or because what do you say? Say you want to holler to like get someone's attention. Anybody here? Well, I know someone's there. I can fucking hear them. Do I say like, you got a customer? And then you feel like a dick.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't go to the door. I wouldn't yell in the back, but I would start talking to my dog.
Make some racket.
Yeah, make some racket. Like maybe like move some stuff around. Maybe kind of walk. Maybe if there's somewhere they could see me in another part of the store, kind of go look around. Like I'm looking for somebody, even though I know where they're at. Or I'll like start talking to Phil, the dog. Like, no, don't grab that. Or kind of make some shit. Make some.
Phil's so confused. He did nothing wrong. But you're lighting his ass
up. What are you talking about? Do shit. Like something like that. Or maybe like pinch him so he squeals. No. Just kidding about that part. But I'd probably make some kind of racket. I would go with option B, make some racket.
So my initial thought, I was like looking at the counter. I was like, why is there not a bell on this?
Start going like this.
That's option D. Didn't even think. See, that would have been the key.
It's a curveball.
And I wanted to.
I don't know. I don't even know what the hell that was. Anyways, I'm here for my 8:30 appointment.
Did you hear that? Jeez, what was that? What was that noise?
I told him it's like not even 8:30 yet, and he just ran out.
What time is your appointment after all? So it was like this weird thing. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. So I thought, I was like, you know what? Like maybe make some noise. I kind of tried, but I wasn't like saying anything. Just kind of like stomp my feet a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I wasn't really sure what to do. So I'm like, well, walking over and doing the whole door thing. But like, what if they already kind of saw I'm in here? And I'm like, well, I would really, honestly, I would like to just in these situations, it feels weird to like say something to them, but that's probably the best thing to do. Which is like, hey, excuse me. Like, what's wrong with that? Like that wouldn't upset them.
You can even like make up a question. Like, is this the right area for the grooming?
Or it's like, excuse me. Like, oh, is it? Do I need to wait outside till it's 8:30, or is now okay? Like something like that. But I'm just like, like I actually just realized, excuse me, would have been the thing to say. But I was like, well, I'm gonna say, I don't want to say like, is anyone back there?
It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing.
So you know what I did? I just went with the most cowardly way possible.
You just stood there.
Well, for about 3 minutes, when I got tired of that, now there's a little plot twist in here. I walk over to the door, and I see, there definitely is a thing. So I walk back there.
Yeah.
Open the door, close the door, right? Then I'm walking back up to the front, and I stand there, and I hear someone coming back now. And she walks back, and goes, oh, thanks, And then she says this, and threw me off a little. She goes, oh, yeah, sorry about that, didn't see you there. And I go, oh, yeah, no problem, here it is, whatever. And then I'm walking out, and it hits me. Sorry about that, didn't see you there.
So she knew that you went and re-chimed.
What the fuck? Like, obviously, because... Or she knew I was there, but was like, I just got to finish washing this thing out until it's whatever.
It's a confusing statement.
What does that mean?
Sorry, I didn't see you there.
But I just did the door thing like less than 10 seconds earlier. So that means she knows I was there before that. So why wouldn't she just come out?
Maybe she heard you come in, but she didn't know that you were waiting at the counter.
Yeah, maybe she thought I don't know.
Maybe she thought you were in there for something else.
No,
and you weren't like. Maybe she meant like.
It's the only thing they do there.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a Petco.
No. This is like
because I take Phil to Petco where they do that, and there's the regular store.
No, it's just dog grooming.
Okay. So then it doesn't make sense.
Isn't that an interesting statement?
Yeah. It's hard to see. Maybe she meant like, oh, I didn't see you standing right there. Maybe you went to another part of the store. Is there anywhere else you could have walked?
No. It's like walking into a foyer. I'm going to assume that she knew I was there the whole damn time and was just trying to get something done real quick. And then when she heard the door thing, she's like, oh man, I better fucking
She fumbled like what she should have said. She should have said something else, but she didn't realize what she said. Kind of gave up the fact that she knew you were there.
She should have just been like, oh hey, sorry about the delay. You know what I mean? Just kind of get some stuff done before 8:30. If she would have said that, no problem. Don't even worry about it.
Excuse me. Or just said.
She should have just burped at me.
Yeah, or she should have just said, hey, sorry about the wait. How may I help you?
Something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
I thought you'd think that's interesting.
No, it is. And I think that I would have went for like the sound maker. I wouldn't have done the chime. I don't even know if I would have thought about the chime.
Aaron, what would you have done?
Like I always do, I cough really loud.
Aaron, cough?
Yeah, I do the whole cough. Yeah.
But then is that... I feel like people...
If you're good at it, you can make it sound legit.
I think that most of the time, people like, if someone does that, you're like, oh, this dude's fake coughing now. Like, that's kind of like... Is that like the waiter? Like, to get some... I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's an interesting move.
Well, yeah. Oh, so...
I don't know if anybody else finds that interesting, but I thought...
it was. It is. It's because we're in a situation that everybody goes through at some point. That's happened to everybody.
Yeah, it's a million ways that type
It's a very Seinfeld-esque situation.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck? What do I do?
Yeah.
Man, it's already been 30 minutes. I feel like we haven't talked about anything.
It just, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Oh, we should talk about this. People listening have no idea what I'm holding up here.
Yeah.
But, so there's, we talk about Alexa. This is actually a technology podcast. People don't even know it.
Yeah.
Talk about Alexa all the time.
Tech podcast.
Tech podcast. So, here on Gas Station Cappuccino.
Yeah. Tech Talk.
Tech Talk. Gas Station Tech Talk. Right? We're going to launch that right after Factoid Nation.
Yeah.
So, what I'm holding appears to just be a water bottle. But would you describe this water bottle a little bit? Something stand out about it?
It is a smart bottle.
Smart bottle. And you know this because on the side it says Smart Lid.
Thermos brand Smart Lid.
So this, and they did not, this is a gift actually.
Yeah, it was a gift for, I got one as well.
Christmas.
Yeah, it was a Christmas gift. We each got one.
Yeah. Kristen.
Because we always have a thing about here about how us not drinking enough water.
Yeah. So here's the thing is it looks like a straw going down in there, but it's not a straw. It's actually like some sort of a measuring stick.
Yeah, and temperature measuring. Yes, it is a measuring stick of all things.
So this is the most, at first I opened it and I was like, oh, it's kind of fun, like kind of kitschy, like a little ridiculous, but whatever. So you plug it and you got to charge your water bottle. That's a whole, or charge the lid anyway.
Micro USB.
Micro USB, seems crazy. And then you download an app on your phone, because everyone needs another app.
Mm-hmm.
And then it hooks up to your app via Bluetooth, and it logs how much water you drink.
Okay. Yes. Plus the temperature of the water.
It tells you the temperature of the water.
When you take your sips, the time of day.
Oh, it like tracks that? You can look at your log?
It logs all your sips.
It says, and then every once a week, it clears your log, I think.
Yeah, it tracks your log. It also tells you how long it took you to finish the entire bottle.
Oh, I've been dragging on this one.
Yeah, it keeps track of that. It also tells you, there's a little image, basically, it shows you where your water level is.
It shows the water level, it does, yeah.
Which goes down.
I had it like 3/4 full, showed 3/4. I took a drink, put it down with my app open, and it moved it down like almost immediately.
Mm-hmm. It actually can also tell you your location of where you drank it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, that might be good for like the last time you say you left it somewhere. Like, oh, where did I drink on this last?
Oh shit, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
So at first, like, this is totally unnecessary, but whatever. I'll use it. Maybe it's kind of fun.
There's a lot more unnecessary things. And you know what it is?
Oh, you know what else the app does? Is it tells you the battery level of your fucking water bottle.
Yeah.
That you now have to charge.
Actually, also, we forgot to mention the fact that you customize it to your body type of your age, your work activity, your weight, your height.
And then tells you how much water you should, like their suggestion.
Yeah, it gives you a range on how much you should be consuming based off of your activity level and your age and your...
How many ounces does it give you?
It gave me 211.
Only gave me 150, but you work out a lot more than I do right now.
Yeah, and I think that I think I might have done... I did a 4 out of 5 on the scale. But...
For activity level?
What I'm doing... Yeah, but what I'm doing...
You also said that you're 250 pounds and 6'7"?
No. I think it's because I did... I didn't necessarily take it as more like... It's not really cardio, so I'm not really sweating and perfusing a lot of liquids. Yeah. Perfusing? Anyways. I'm not like expelling a lot of liquids. So, I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm not compared to most people. In the summertime, I should probably do the 211.
Oh, yeah.
But, anyways, it just gives me a range of... I know if I'm getting close to that, I've had plenty.
Now, here's the thing, though. So then can I only drink out? Like, I get home, I want a glass of water with dinner, I gotta use the bottle.
Or you just kind of just add that into your... This is more just kind of like a general idea for most of your drinking water.
So if I say I'm within, whatever, 20... If I'm within 20, 30 ounces, and I know I drank an additional couple glasses of water, you know, you're getting pretty close.
Proven fact that room temperature water hydrates you faster than cold water.
Oh,
so
really?
This would also be a good gauge to know like when you should start even drinking it. Say you come out of a cold source. Okay, I'm going to let this cool down to, let's say, I don't know the exact temperature, but let's say 65 degrees is the ideal drinking water temperature. You just wait for it to heat up.
Or if you got sensitive teeth, what if you're whitening?
Yeah.
And your teeth are all sensitive.
Yeah.
You could know, hey, this thing's 55, I'm good to go. If it's under 55, whew.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I mean, it has its uses for some people, and if you don't like it, don't buy it.
Yeah, there you go. What else? I want someone to tell me, like, what else is there out there? What else is there that has some sort of a smart-based thing or an app-based thing, which you once thought there was no possible use for some sort of a like smart system, but then now that you use it, you're glad you have it.
Yeah.
There's got to be other stuff like this.
Gotta be.
So if you know what that is, email us, podcast@Caffeine and Kilos.
Yeah.
Twitter poll. Should we tell them the results of Twitter poll?
Yes, for episode 9.
Episode 9. Next episode.
It's we have to both each shotgun a 2 fit aids each. So 4 fit aids total. We have the shotgun.
Oh, it's gonna put me out of ketosis.
Oh.
Oh, that's all right. Next day I'll be back in.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just do one then, so it's not as harsh. We'll each do one.
Or you know what I'll just do is I'll just do 2 and then I'll go purge.
Yeah, there's that. Maybe you just throw up from the shotgun. But then also we have to eat split a can of sardines.
Now that I'm actually really excited about.
Yeah.
See, people don't know they voted for that. What they don't know is that we actually like sardines.
Yeah. So we'll try and find like a weird one, like some kind of flavored one I haven't had before.
You know what's really good is actually the marinara sauce one.
See, I don't know if I've had marinara. No, I have, because I think I've had some you've brought in.
I like the marinara sauce.
So I like the mustard ones. Have you had mustard?
No.
We'll try those then.
Mustard are good?
Yeah.
And then there's a classic olive oil.
Yeah. And then I've seen hot sauce ones.
Actually, sardines.
Barbecue sauce.
I haven't had any in a while. I used to get them a lot last time I was on keto diet. Because they're great for keto diet because it's just protein and fat.
If you get like some in the cupboard here.
Get the olive oil one. It has the olive oil in there. Oh, I don't know if there's sardines in the cupboard, but there are anchovies. And Vegemite.
Not the ones in the clear. I'm talking about there's actual like a can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There he is. Maybe next Twitter poll, spoonful of Vegemite.
We'll put it on there.
There it is.
Oh.
All right, this has been an episode of Gas Station Cappuccino. Thank you guys for listening. Oh,